What's up there, people? Welcome to Famous Football. I'm your host, Nate. Let's talk football. Yeah, the energy is definitely down. Yeah, the energy is down. It is down to the ground. Yeah, after yesterday or day before yesterday, I came out here saying everything I could possibly say, what we should do to win the game. And I came out with a master plan. But guess what? Liam Rosenior didn't listen to me. Yeah, they didn't listen to me. Yesterday, after the game, I couldn't really do a review of the game because I don't know. I was angry. I was having mixed emotions, right? So I figure I might as well just sleep this thing over and then come tomorrow morning. Then maybe I will come up, with a little bit more relaxed and all of that. Even when I wake up this morning, I was still feeling a little bit, somehow. Why are we losing this game? Why did we lose this game the way we did? And I'm looking at that. I don't see. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. Looking at the bench, yeah, the substitution we had was not even encouraging. The only two people that when you look at the bench, you could say, okay, there's something, right? Was Cole Palmer and Esteva, and the both of them came out. But listen, let's not enough about that. Let's say, yeah. Before we go more into this, how about you hit the like and hit the subscribe, and then much appreciated. And let's get into that. Let's get into more details. If you're an Arsenal fan, you're enjoying life right now. You couldn't have asked for a better life as of from the football standpoint, right? Everything is going the way you want it. You win a game, sitting first in the Premier League, sitting first in the Champions League. Now you're going to go play a Carabao Cup final, right? I don't know. You might win it. You might win it, right? Because who you play Newcastle or you play City, and now maybe City will be our best chance. Listen, in that game, yeah, I'm supporting Man City. For listen, even if Newcastle get there, I'm supporting Newcastle. Yeah, till the end, till the dying minute of that game. We already know. We already know. Yeah, nobody cares about Arsenal, but after the game yesterday, Mikel Arteta said they came up with something different, and we were ready for that. So they were anticipating what's it called, the fact that we would try to we hold the game, right, and then like, at least not concede for certain time in the game, and then later in the game we try to get a goal and then take the game to an extra time and then maybe try to win it, right? I feel like maybe that was just a game plan. And they read into that because if you look at the entire Arsenal backline, right, they went with, except for the goalkeeper Kepa, which isn't their first choice, but the entire backline they went with everything strong. In being where Incapie where Esteva came in, you saw how difficult it was for Esteva against even like the first game Esteva had Timber and that was easier. But then Incapie, right, a little bit more physical, a little bit more what's it called, stronger than Timber was, and then aggressive with Esteva as well. So that kind of put the low amount on the back foot. But most people I saw since yesterday, talk about you know the way we started the game. And I see the point. They're definitely right, right? The way we started the game, or the lineup that Chelsea went with, or what's it called, Liam Rosenior went with, right? Like I said, I in my preview, I came with a master plan. Only if he had listened to me. But then again, Neto was not available, and what's his name? Esteva, right, came back, didn't start the game. Reece James also was not available. So three of the people that was in my master plan was not available to play this game or to start the game, right? A Cole Palmer didn't even start as well. But I get what he was trying to do, which was basically manage the game, right? Until it gets to a certain point, like the 60th minute, and then you bring in, your talisman to be able to help you get goal or create goals, right? So for the most part in the game, we were just trying to manage the game. And you saw the first half, it was frustrating to watch because at a certain point in the first half, we were playing. Right, it's not the case we weren't playing. Chelsea were playing. We were doing the things that we were supposed to do. Right, dominating, not necessarily dominating because Arsenal have most of the ball, but we would get the ball, go into Arsenal half, and we can do nothing. And the reason why we can do nothing because there's nobody to get the ball to. There's no winger overlapping. There's nobody to create anything. So, in my personal opinion, I think that particular system we went with in the first half, right, or the people that we went with, if somebody like Neto was available, right, it could have been much better. And the reason why I'm saying it could have been much better, because then you get Neto maybe next to Cucurella, and then when we get the ball to Cucurella, he can overlap, or he can try to make something happen, drive the ball down the line, cross it in. But when we did that in the first half, everything we did was not going through. The entire first half, right? We barely had chances. I think we had 2 or 3 shots on target. 2 of them I can't even account for, because the stats said we had 3, but I can only account for 1, right? I can only account for 1. Not I don't know the rest of them. I don't know where it came from, but hey, it was there. We were not, creating anything, and not. I don't think Arsenal was creating much either, but they had better chance than we did. Right? To be honest, they looked like they were going to score. They had a couple chances. The Martinelli one and all of that, but we did not look like we were going to score in that first half, especially. And I think we're just trying to manage the game, like I said. And I think that was the problem. So if we have had somebody like a winger, or somebody that could create something, and I also thought on that, in that front three of, what's his name, Enzo Fernandez, Jean Pedro, and Liam Delap. If Liam Delap was to be the one that comes in the middle, and then Ja Pedro go out wide, I think it would also be preferable. And the reason why is that because Ja Pedro can play, maybe as a winger, and I think he would give us a little bit more as compared to Liam Delap. Liam Delap could barely go past anyone, so I didn't get the reason why he was out there. And I think despite the people that went with in the lineup, I think maybe the tactically he got it wrong as well in terms of the positioning of those players, right? Or he could have easily gone with, I don't know, 3-4-1-2 type of thing, right? So it's like kind of thing. So Enzo Fernandez remained the 10, almost like that, he playing in that way. And then those 2 people, be quote unquote the 2 strikers we have up there, and then maybe they can make something happen. But none of that was happening. Or you flip it the other way, you play with the 3-4, and then you put 2-1, kind of like what Thomas Tuchel used to do. But giving Ja Pedro the ability to be able to go on the wing and all of that stuff. But now you left Ja Pedro in the middle. But credit to Ja Pedro though, right? His hold-up play in that game, right? In the game against Arsenal was absolutely brilliant. The brother was on it. His hold-up play, right? Almost every ball that Sanchez got to him, he was able to bring it down and get Chelsea moving. So for that, you have to credit the man. He was able to bring the ball down and get Chelsea moving. So for that, you have to credit the man. But then the second half came, right? The substitution were made and all of that stuff. Still, we didn't get the goal, right? We keep pushing for it. We keep pushing for it, right? But we didn't get the goal. And it was not one of those things I would say, okay, we're looking to score. I don't. It's not. We were looking to score, yes, but it's not that we looked that we were going to score. Not there are just few chances we had here and there, and I think sometimes people were also being a little bit more, taking extra touches than they should, right? There was one ball wherein they should, what's it called? They should be giving the ball to, I think Casedo should be giving the ball to Palmer, but then he played the ball in for Ja Pedro. And I get that, but Palmer is right there. Give the ball to Palmer, we keep moving. And there's another ball that Ja Pedro also could have given the ball to what's his name? Cucurella. Cucurella was sliding in where he's gone. Play that ball through for Cucurella and it's done. Nobody knows what Ja Pedro do. Another ball again, the same Ja Pedro. All you need to do, just throw that ball, like put your toe to it a little bit, poke it to Cole Palmer. And Cole Palmer is on the ball, and then we keep moving. But that didn't happen. So I feel like those little movements here and there also cost us the game as well. So it wasn't just the coach tactic. All in all, Liam Rosenior, right? His 2 losses are against Arsenal, and I know that would stink, right? That would hurt. That would definitely hurt. If I'm a manager, my 2 losses against Arsenal, right? First of all, a local rival, right? London rival, not necessarily local, but London rival. You want to win, right? You want to make. I feel like that would be like a statement win. If he had beat Arsenal, we behind him. But now we can't. I don't think that's gonna happen. Not necessarily it's not gonna happen. It will happen at some point, but it kind of stinks. And I was hoping we actually get to win this game. But for the most part, the entire game, considering the plan that we went with, it worked for the most part until Arsenal scored. Especially, and then who scored the goal also makes it even worse. Kai Havertz scoring the goal, right? That makes it even worse. That just makes it worse, right? That just makes it worse. And like I said in my life, what I want is for us to meet them in the Champions League final, right? And Kai Havertz to score an own goal. Done. That would be a dream come true. Yeah? Score an own goal, being the only goal in that game that wins all the match. I would love that to the T, yeah, to the letter. But we back where we are. Listen, right now we just basically have to regroup and get ourselves together. It looks like we're going to be doing a lot in the summer window. I seen rumor that we're talking to we're trying to get Julian Alvarez. I don't think we're going to get Julian Alvarez. And I also heard rumor about us trying to get Hendrick as well. Are we going to get Hendrick? I really don't know about that. We're also looking to get in a center back and possibly another midfielder, right? Another midfielder as well. So who is it going to be? I don't know. Now, there are rumors about Mikhailo Modric, what's it called, back in training, individual training, and all of that stuff. Now, I don't know if that's true or that's not true. There hasn't really been any concrete report about it, right? So, but I know even if he gets to come back right now, if he comes back right now, I know he will definitely go back into the Chelsea squad because the window is closed. They can't really send him to Strasbourg. But I think if he comes in the summer, he might go to Strasbourg to be able to get back his form and all of that stuff. But we definitely need to get better, right? Because if we're gonna win anything, right, it have to be we have to be able to compete with these people, the Arsenal, the the Man City, the Liverpool, the Barcelona, the Real Madrids, and all of them. Lord, we have to be able to compete with them. Right now, we show a little bit of a problem, right? Obviously, we didn't have some of our important players, right? We can make that excuse. Arsenal also didn't have some of their important players. Saka was not there. Odegaard was not there as well. So they could also make that same argument as well. So we don't really have much to say in that regard. But if you look at Arsenal squad, obviously they have much better depth than we do, right? So because they have much better depth, much better experience than we do. Again, we are where we are. But am I absolutely against Rosenior? Not yet. Not yet. Again, I'm not saying I'm backing him 100%, right? He hasn't really done anything to me. He hasn't really done anything for me. Am I angry that we lost, right? Am I devastated that we lost the game? Yes. But is it the end of the world? No. But am I pissed again? Yes, because we lost to Arsenal. So we'll see. But listen, let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Adios, mi amigo.